proceedings. Friends, welcome to the multi-district Rotary Foundation conclave, graced by our trustee chair, Mark Melanie, trustee vice chair, Dr. Bharat Pandya, RI Director, Aniruddha Roy Chaudhary, past RI Director, C. Bhaskar, RI Director,
This is Dr. G. Ramesh, District Government District 32058.
and this is Dr. Tina Anthony, District Governor Elect, District 3211, welcoming you to a fabulous evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, the highlight of this conclave will be the splendid display of Kerala's culture, which is a vibrant blend of traditions, art, and spirituality, deeply rooted in its history and natural beauty. Known for its classical dance forms like Kathakali and Mohiniyattam, Kerala also boasts of the Panchavadya, traditional music with 5 musical instruments, and folk performances like Thayya. Kerala's culture also reflects its religious diversity, coexisting harmoniously.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and applaud the ceremonial procession as RI Director Aniruddha Roy Chaudhary, past RI Director C. Bhaskar, RI Director Elect M. Muruganathan, and the district governors of the 5 districts.
This is Dr. G. Ramesh, District Government District 32058.
And this is Dr. Tina Anthony, District Governor Elect, District 3211, welcoming you to a fabulous evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, the highlight of this conclave will be the splendid display of Kerala's culture, which is a vibrant blend of traditions, art, and spirituality, deeply rooted in its history and natural beauty. Known for its classical dance forms like Kathakali and Mohiniyattam, Kerala also boasts of the Panchavadya, traditional music with 5 musical instruments.
Please rise and applaud the ceremonial procession as papers led by Silent Dance, Sai Foundation, Conclave Chair Sunil K. Sakaria and Asha, the 5 district governors, Dr. S. Suresh Babu 3203, Santosh Sridhar 3204, Sudhi Chawla 3211, Hina Khan Salim 3212, and Advocate N. Chundravani 3201. Following them is Trustee Vice Chair Dr. Bharat Pandya, Trustee Chair Mark Melanie and his gracious hand, K. Melanie, RI Director Aniruddha Roy Chaudhary, Past Director C. Bhaskar, RI Director Elect.
Deep cultural and spiritual significance. The act symbolizes the dispelling of darkness and ignorance, welcoming knowledge, wisdom, and prosperity, and an invocation of divine blessings. I call on Conclave Chair Sunil K. Zakaria to assist Trustee Chair Mark Melanie to light the lamp. RI Director-elect M.A. Muruganathan and the 5 district governors.
We break for the first of the cultural interludes before the meeting is called to order. Kerala or Malayalam Nadu, a land of unique beauty, distinct culture, and generous hospitality, the flavors and sounds of which make up for an irresistible combination. The hands of Rotary Club of Cochin present before you a uniquely Kerala welcome with lamps or vilak spreading the lights of happiness to all Rotarians and guests attending this historic function. Coming up after the welcome dance is a Mohiniyattam performance by the Rotarians of Rotary Club of Cochin. And the third presentation in sequence in this segment is a semi-classical dance by the Rotary Club of Loris, which is under the Rotary Club of Cochin Titans. This piece incorporates speed, power, and youthful grace to lend a contemporary feel to the movements. Ladies and gentlemen, the first of the cultural interludes for you, the invocation dance to follow.
Thank you, ladies, for that absolutely scintillating performance. It is now our privilege to welcome our guest to this program. Past District Governor Dr. Ajay Kumar will now adorn our Chief Guest Trustee Chair Mark Maloney with the Rotary stole. Past District Governor Vinod Kut. It is now our privilege to welcome our guest to this program. Past District Governor Dr. Ajay Kumar will now adorn our Chief Guest Trustee Chair Mark Maloney with the Rotary stole. District Governor nominee Maruti to Dr. Bharat Pandya. District Governor nominee and Maruti to Dr. Bharat Pandya. District Governor-elect Chella Raghavendran to Dr. Bharat Pandya. District Governor nominee Joshi Chako to Director Aniruddha Roy Chaudhary. Past District Governor Paul Pulikin to RI Director-elect M. Muruganandan. Past District Governor Venu Menon to RRF. Past District Governor Raj Mohan to EMGA R. Madhavachandran. Past District Governor Prakash Chandran to ENPC. Past District Governor Babu Jo. Past District Governor Jose Chaco to District Governor Sudhi Jabbar. Past District Governor Vijay Kumar to District Governor Miran Khan Salim. Past District Governor Baby Joseph.
Thank you. It's time to call this meeting to order. May we request meeting to order after the adorning of the colors.
On behalf of the district governors of 3201, 03, 04, 3211 and 3212, I have the greatest honor to call the Rotary Foundation Multi-District Conclave to order.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Kerala celebrates Onam, a festival of age-old traditions, vibrant colors and beautiful flowers. This Onam is very special for Rotarians of Kerala, as Gay and Mark Melanie have come visiting with a joyful group of Rotary leaders. Narayana Murthy, who is the legendary founder of the Indian tech giant Infosys, was recently asked by a little child in a school called Mount Everest in the suburbs of Bangalore, how can success in life be measured? and Narayana Murthy told the tiny tots his definition of success. He said success in life of any one person can be measured by the smiles that he brings to the lives of others. Through the Rotary Foundation, Rotarians all over the world have been doing exactly the same, bringing smiles to others. When I joined the Rotary many Onams ago, Rotary Foundation was perhaps not as understood as it is today. We thought that TRF was getting help for our projects. Today we know that foundation is about giving and how we can make a difference in the lives of others. For several years now, our district has been giving more and more year after year. And last year, under the leadership of Governor Vijay Kumar, our contribution was $2.17, 11th highest in the world, and we are very proud of it. I was just checking whether you are listening. It is $2.17 million. On behalf of the 5 Rotary District Governors, permit me to welcome the Chairman of Rotary Foundation, Mark Melanie, and his lovely wife, Madam Jay, to this conclave. Jay and Mark, you are in one of the most prettiest parts of the world. The National Geographic magazine described this state of Kerala as one of the 50 must-see destinations before one dies. And Kerala is indeed God's own country. Here you can just pick up the phone in your room and make a local call to Paul Harris, because it's just a local call to the heaven. I have the honor to welcome our distinguished international leaders, Trustee Dr. Bharat Pandya, who is a role model Rotarian, Director Aniruddha Roy Chowdhury, who is giving us this distinction, Past Director Bhaskar, whose leadership here made a big difference to our goals, the high energy Director-elect Muruganandam, who is incidentally coming to our district for the first time after he is elected. I welcome all of you with a heart full of joy. I'm equally glad to welcome our distinguished regional leaders, RRC Gauri, EMGA Madhav Chandran, and EPNC Chinnadware Abdullah. We are privileged to have with us major benefactors of foundation, including Pachoksir Chichilapalli, Lima Martin, and Iden Muttu, and many more who will later be presented to you. Welcome Rashida Bhagat, editor of Rotary News. We have some special guests from different parts of India, from Gujarat, from Chennai, from Mysore, from Sri Lanka. Not so long ago in the past, getting anyone to attend a Rotary Foundation meeting was quite difficult. Some years ago, my own club announced a Rotary Foundation seminar. It's not a Rotary Foundation seminar, it was called a seminar on foundation. Actually, one of the celebrated structural engineers was to speak on the foundation for building. But nobody went because they thought he was going to speak about Rotary Foundation. In stark contrast today, this hall is full, 750 Rotarians from all parts in color and white. And we thank you for being here and we sincerely welcome you. On behalf of the host district, I have the greatest pleasure to welcome each and every one of you whose large attendance makes this conclave special. Friends, the greatest magic of Rotary is the Rotary Foundation. Yes, indeed, we can together change the world.
Thank you very much, Suna. That was the conclave chair for you. For the inauguration of the completed Global Grant projects, may I invite Balagopal onto the stage.
Good evening, friends. PTG Sunil, the chairman, just spoke about the giving part, but then ultimately it must result in the doing part. And at the end of the day, that's what matters really in Rotary Foundation, and the Rotary Foundation is about doing good in the world. And 3201 has never been second to anybody, and today we are inaugurating a few projects, actually a combination of 4 global grants. And before I say anything further or call the clubs up, we'll have a small video presentation, and that will be basically the inauguration. We'll request Mark to do it by pressing the remote of the video. And over to Praveen. Club Rajmohan Nair, Anand and Jai Krishnan to please come and hand over a cover, and this will be handed over to Mark, and he will hand it over to the Superintendent of the General Hospital. For the next visit, can I call PDG Vijay Kumar also onto the dais because it was initiated during his period. PDG Vijay Kumar, please join us. And invite President Noble, past President Ramesh Kongatal and Praveen also to please. Actually, these are two projects valued at about $84,000, and the earlier one was $66,000. Budget cost of $151,000. Thank you. And the final project was a project of all the Cochin films got together under the governorship of PDG Joe. Now hand over the cover. So today we have actually inaugurated projects worth $223,000 in the 4 global grants. A word about the General Hospital. The Rotary has been consistently providing support to this hospital because of the great human service it's doing to the public. In fact, some of their departments fare better than the private hospitals, and they treat thousands of patients poor.
Namaskaram, Vanakkam, and good evening. As we welcome our trusty chair, Mark, whose leadership continues to inspire and elevate the work of the Rotary Foundation, we are also reminded of the profound difference as we Rotarians can make in the world through service and giving. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. And this is truly the essence of what our Rotary Foundation does. And when I look around the room today, I see in you the miracle makers of Zone 5, those who are here and those who are not. And in the words of Mother Teresa, who said, it's not how much you give that matters, but how much of love you put into giving. Truly, the Rotarians and the districts of Zone 5 have demonstrated that throughout. And be it in transforming lives, saving lives, be it in all areas of focus, whether it's water and sanitation, improving healthcare, whether it's in disease prevention, or in our overall battle against polio. This is exactly what our Rotarians in Zone 5 have done. And I'm happy to state that we have achieved 16% growth in our overall contribution to the foundation last year. And Trustee Chair Mark, let me assure you that this year, under the guidance and the direction of our trustee, Dr. Bharat Pandya, and the encouragement of our director, Anirudh Roy, we are sure to surpass all set targets for this year as well. And in the interest of time, let me also sincerely thank our trustee chair, Mark, for having graced this occasion and to your visit to India and especially Zone 5, as this will truly help us in our shared commitment to service above self. And last but not the least, many congratulations and thanks to the conclave chair, PDG Sunil, for having staged this wonderful event, and also to all the 5 host district governors. For some reason, all their names start with the letter S. So, starting with the district governors, Sundaravel, Dr. Suresh, Dr. Santosh, Sudhir, and Salim. Well done, and let's hope that this visit of Trustee Chair Mark and Gay will have a far-reaching effect, not only in our lives, but also in the lives of those we serve. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Madam MC Gauri Rajan. I think we could call them the S Club.
Host district. Our world leader, Trustee Chair, past Rotary International President Mark, and her beloved Madam Gay, Trustee Dr. Banerjee, past Director Bhaskar Sir, Director Abdul Troy, Director Triple M, and all the galaxy of leaders present here, my dear Rotary friends, a very good evening. I stand before you here today brimming with pride and with a sense of privilege and excitement for 2 reasons. One, on my personal behalf, this is a dream stage for me. As while I was governor in 2019-2020, along with the batchmates, ARFC, Arul Jyoti Karthikeyan, Shirish Keshavan, Anish Shah, and of course Joseph Matthew, who are present here, we reported to the then director, Dr. Bharat Pandya, and our president, Mark Melanie. And today, standing here as the EMGA, the TRF official for Zone 5, I have the privilege of reporting the same set of leaders at the helm of affairs at TRF as Trustee Dr. Bharat Pandya and TRF Chair Mark Melanie. Second reason is that our District 3201 and my hometown Cochin was chosen by Trustee Chair Mark, thereby giving a chance to our Rotarians of this part of the world to listen to this inspirational world leader. Thank you so much, Trustee Bharatji, for heeding to our request to include Kochi in the agenda, and heartfelt thanks to my Aloha President Mark and adorable Madam Gay for being here tonight.
Trustee Chair, leaders of Rotary, dear friends. We all know the number 1 project of Rotary International is polio eradication. Am I right? Yes. So, we are this much close to eradicate polio now. You know, the present status, up to September, we had about 36 cases, 19 in Afghanistan and 17 in Pakistan. Last year, we had only 12 cases. But unfortunately, this year we have so far had 36 cases and 2 more months to go. But, you know, every year we are contributing $50 million. These $15 million are matched by Bill Gates Foundation by $100 million, and we are contributing $150 million to polio eradication to WHO. And this was continuously done for the past several years. And you know, the Rotary International has fixed a target of $1,500 per each club. And I request the governors to contribute 20%, at least 20% of the unused DDF for the polio fund. You know, recently we had a case in Meghalaya, but nothing to worry about that because it is because of vaccine-derived polio virus. That is not dangerous. The other one, wild polio virus, which is dangerous. So this will not be taken into account, that Meghalaya case. Similarly, the Gaza, the case detected was by vaccine-derived polio cases. You know, I request all of you to contribute liberally. For the past several years, the 5 host districts have liberally contributed. I thank you for all those things. And now I request all of you to contribute liberally and more. Because every year we are falling short of 2 to 3 million of the $50 million target. This was made up by the other funds available with the Rotary.
This year. To make it easier for us to partake in this challenge, our trustee has initiated a special endowment fund, aptly called as 2025 by 2025 endowment fund for zones, and you just take your phones and message say, I do, and I'll take care of the rest. That's all from me for now, and let us all look forward to listen to our leaders here, and of course, our TRF trustee, world leader, chair, Mr. My Aloha President, Mark Melody. Thank you, and have a great evening today.
I'm very grateful, EMG advisor, Mother Chandran. I now invite End Polio.
Leaders of Rotary, dear friends. We all know the number one project of Rotary International is polio eradication. Am I right? Yes. So, we are this much close to eradicate polio now. You know, the present status, up to September, we have about 36 cases, 19 in Afghanistan and 17 in Pakistan. Last year, we had only 12 cases. But unfortunately, this year we have so far had 36 cases and 2 more months to go. But, you know, every year we are contributing $50 million. These $50 million are matched by Bill Gates Foundation by $100 million, and we are contributing $150 million to polio eradication to WHO. And this was continuously done for the past several years. And you know, the Rotary International has fixed a target of $1,500 per each club. And I request the governors to contribute 20%, at least 20% of the unused DDF for the polio fund. You know, recently we had a case in Meghalaya, but nothing to worry about that because it is because of vaccine-derived polio virus. That is not dangerous. The other one, wild polio virus, which is dangerous. So this will not be taken into account, that Meghalaya case. Similarly, the Gaza, the case detected was by vaccine-derived polio cases.
The districts will contribute minimum $100 to the annual fund. And having said that, the first district to have achieved, District 3203, and the capable governor, dynamic governor, Dr. Suresh. Another round of applause to Dr. Suresh. Next, we have Sri Lanka.
Bears the weight of care. The drape of her sari and her accessories like the bangles add to the cultural authenticity, symbolizing the timeless elegance of Indian village life. Ladies and gentlemen, and Mariam George as the milkmaid.
Atmosphere through the magic of his brush. In this painting, which depicts a lady who would not look out of place in a concert today, Ravi Varma depicts Kadambari playing the sitar. The casually discarded slipper gives the painting an earthy quality which has captured the hearts of many down the years. A big round of applause for Indu Nambiar as Kadambari with the sitar.
When he painted a Maharashtrian lady in the traditional Nawari sari carrying a bowl of fruits. The vibrant colors of a Nawari and the intricate details of her jewelry reflect his immaculate attention to detail. Please welcome Neha Aswani as the lady with a bowl of fruits.
Posture with hands gently resting conveys a sense of calm and contemplation. His masterful use of color and detail evokes a sense of longing and romance, embodying the timeless allure of love. Ladies and gentlemen, Manju John as the Lady in the Moonlight. While gliding on the boat,
depicts Shakuntala pretending to remove a thorn from her foot while actually looking for a lover, Dushyanta. Her famed beauty has been captured forever in this idyllic scene. Shakuntala is in the company of a Sakhi. The way the Sakhi stands next to her offering support adds an emotional depth to the scene. That, my dear friends, is Panna Gautam as Shakuntala. It was love at first sight.
dignity and grace, representing the eternal aura of Indian womanhood. Her gaze is steady and calm, exuding an air of confidence. This picture exemplifies the precise techniques of the master painter. Please put your hands together for Radhika Anil, the lady with the lotus.
With the swan. King Nala seeks the help of the Hamsam or swan to carry the message of his love. Her rapt concentration as she hears about King Nala has been subtly captured by the painter. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Sheila Saju as Damayanti. The Rotary Club of Cochin for bringing to life the noted paintings of Raja Ravi Varma.
I would like to point out, also add that it was Anne Gargi Shedat who appeared as Shakuntala's Sakhi. Ladies and gentlemen, a loud round of applause. A lot of hard work, indeed. Wonderful, innovative. The Anns of Rotary Club of Cochin. Thank you, ladies. From art to business, we move on to celebration of service.
Good evening to everyone. It's a great evening here. Trustee Chair Mark is there with Madam Gay. I am Dr. Suresh Babu, District Governor of District 3203. Our district was formed in the year 2122. Our district comprises of the districts of Nilgiris, Erode, Tirupur and peripheral parts of Coimbatore. We have 97 clubs in our district and about 5,000 Rotarians. Our district is one of the districts actively involved in the foundation programs. So far we have executed 42 global grants since 2019 and around 3.3 million US dollars which the community has benefited from, and we have created a great impact in the society. Our contribution, we have been actively participating in the foundation activities and we have contributed US dollars 756,000 in 2019 and 20, US dollars 809 and 399,000 in 21-22 and US dollars 833 and 988,000 in 22-23 and 182,909,000 in 23-24. Our district has 4 AKS members, 150 major donors and 2 Bequest Society members, apart from our Paul Harris Fellows and multiple Paul Harris Fellows. Trustee Chair Mark Melani's Annual Fund Challenge Award for 24-25. I'm very happy to say that all the 97 clubs in our district, we have contributed a minimum of $100 and thus met the Annual Fund Challenge. And I'm very happy to announce that our district stands first in Zone 5. Thank you all the Rotarians of our District 3203, our past district leaders, past district governors, future district governors, incoming leaders, and all the Rotarians of our district for having made this possible, because it's your effort only. I bow my hat to all the Rotarians of our district. Global grants. Since 2019, 42 global grants valued around $3.3 million, that is approximately 23 crores of Indian rupees, have been executed in our district. Our major focus areas in global grants are basic education and literacy, disease prevention and treatment, maternal and child health, water, sanitation and hygiene. And in the future, we hope to do a lot of programs in the environment and community economic development too. This year in 24-25, the magic of Rotary has already started, and our vision, we have a team called the Team Vision, and our vision is to execute about 12 global grant projects this year, out of which 5 global grants are in the pipeline. We have also contributed for a global grant project in Sri Lanka with our DDF, District Designated Fund, of $18,000, through which the underprivileged community will surely benefit. Thank you all for the wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Suresh Babu. Next is Santosh Sridhar, 3204, with his DRFCs.
My dear Rotary leaders, happy evening to one and all. I am truly delighted to address you during this Rotary Foundation multi-district conclave and extend my gratitude to the organizing team for this opportunity. Greetings from District 3204, comprising of 5 revenue districts of Kerala, with 81 Rotary clubs and 2,650 members. Our district Grand Management Seminar was successfully held on June 9th at Calicut, and we look forward to our district seminar on Rotary Foundation on November 3rd at Kannur. I would like to share some of the key initiatives from District 3204. 1. Annual Fund. We are committed to make 100% contribution to our annual fund. 2. Paul Harris Society membership. We aim to triple our Paul Harris Society members in this Rotary year 2024-25. Endowment Fund. We are establishing 2 endowment funds to secure our legacy. 4. Polio Fund. We will ensure 100% Rotarians contributing to the Polio Fund with minimum 100 Polio Plus Society members. 5. Global grants. We have inaugurated 1 global grant, Rotary Dialysis Center, the last Sunday, September 22nd, and we are undertaking 10 global grant projects in this Rotary year and 6 VTT. In line with the Rotary's mission, we intend to do 1 VTT, vocational training team, to Nigeria as a part of Indo-Nigerian medical mission. Thank you for attention and support. Together, let us make a significant impact through magic of Rotary. Thank you, Jai Rotary.
Thank you very much, Governor Santosh Sridhar. Next in line is Sudhi Chapar, 3211, along with his DRFCC.
Good evening to all. It is indeed a happy initiative that we could be here in this conclave in the presence of PRIP Mark Maloney and Madam Gee. I'm Sudhi Jabbar from District Governor, and he is DRFC Dr. Thomas Bhavanikunil. We represent from District 3211. We have 5 revenue districts from Trivandrum, Kollam, Pathanamthitta, Kottayam and Alappi. We have 161 clubs with 5,095 members. I just want to hand over the mic to the DRFC and he will.
A very good evening to all leaders present here. First of all, I would like to show you the recognition list of District 3211 as on date. We have multiple Paul Harris Fellows. Paul Harris Fellows 2,802, multiple Paul Harris Fellows 956. Major donors level 197, major donors level 2 6, major donors level 3 1. Arts clubs society members we have 5 and benefactors 24. Next slide. And the fundraising analysis for the past 4 years, you can see it in the slide. The highest contribution was more than 250,000 annual fund in the past year at the period of
November 10th. We are going to have 5 revenue district TRF workshops within 30th November. 2 workshops of CSR is being planned. 2 pooled endowments funds are on the pipeline. 2 AKS members and 10 major donors. Already we have contributed $10,000 for the polio fund. 10 global grants is on the draft stage and 1 district sponsored HPV vaccine project involving all our clubs 161 and 5 endowment funds. Thank you.
Thank you very much, District 3211. Now it's the turn of District 3212. May I request Governor Miran Khan Salim to please come onto the mic.
வேண்டுதல் வேண்டாமை இலானடி சேர்ந்தார்க்கு ஆண்டும் இடம் பெய்யல வெறுப்பு விருப்பம் இல்லாத இறைவனின் சாந்தியும் சமாதானம் உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் உண்டாகட்டும் என்ற பிரார்த்தனையோடு என்னுடைய உரையை தூங்குகிறேன். உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். குட் ஈவினிங். சவுண்ட் பார்த்தா குட் ஈவினிங். Most respected Rotary Foundation Trustee Chair, past RI President Rotary Mark Maloney and other dignitaries on and off the dais. Good evening to all. I am Rotarian Miran Khan Salim, District Governor of RI District 3212. It is my privilege to briefly share with you the activities we have undertaken and the goals we have set for the Rotary Foundation during our Rotary year 24-25. Our district was formed 15 years ago, and while we have made a significant progress, we have yet to achieve the milestone of contributing $1 million. The highest contribution to the debt from our district was $0.86 million made during the leadership of our beloved PDG Rotarian A.K. Muthuanaji in the period of 2022-23. This year, our foremost goal is to achieve $1 million for the Rotary Foundation. In fact, right from my governor's installation, we have started working diligently toward the target. We are constant communication with our Rotary friends and based on their positive response, I am confident that we will surpass this goal, aiming to contribute at least $1.2 million. Our second key target is to raise the minimum of $0.7 million to the annual fund. A goal we sure to achieve with the continued support to our Rotary community. our third objective is to establish at least 7 pool endowment fund this year. Please a big hand. Additionally, we are focused on the carrying out of the minimum of 10 global grants project within our district. On behalf of all our members, I can assure you our commitment to these goals for our Rotary Foundation. In response to the Mark Maloney challenge of 100 USD from every club, I am proud to inform you that we have received contribution from 115 clubs out of 121 clubs in our district, a remarkable achievement in such a short period. Rest assured, we will do magic in tier of contribution from District 321 this year without a doubt. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to the organizers, especially my loving brother Sunil Sakaria. The 6 already mentioned by our Gauri Rajan, 5-6S, the 6th S is Sunil Sakaria. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to 6th S, Sunil Sakaria, and organizer of the this wonderful meeting. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you very much, Governor Mira Khan Salim of 32.
Most revered Trustee Chair, Marvin. All my dear friends who have assembled here, on behalf of District 3201, it's our pleasure to say that in the last year, our IPDG Rotarian Vijay Kumar has achieved 2.17 and odd million. Now this is a challenge. Every year, every governor of District 3201 poses a challenge to its successor. My successor is DRFC, who is the DGE, Chela Raghavendra. Sunil, my good friend, said that story about success. Now I have something to say about knowledge. It is Copernicus who said, you know what you do not know. You know what you know. So as a governor, I chose him as DRFC because he knows everything. Apart from that, I have the Rotary Foundation advisor, Rotarian Jay Shankar. Please come to the dais. Jay Shankar, wherever you are. Then the DRFC for District 3205, once we are divided. Rotarian Balagopal, please come to the dais. These are the people who know what they do not know, they know what they know, and I know they can deliver those. Now, to tell about the past, how successful Rotarian Vijay Kumar could be as a Rotary governor, I'm asking our DRFC and DGE, Chela Raghavendra, to speak up.
Thank you, Governor, for the opportunity. We have a slide presentation. If it's there, you can play that. Not this one. Okay, fine. I'll just give you a gist of what has happened in the past. As on date, we have about 5,932 Paul Harris Fellows in our district, 1,922 multiple Paul Harris Fellows in our district, 354 major donors, 7 Arch Club Society members, 138 benefactors, 5 Bequest Society members, and last year we had 18 100% giving clubs and 6 EREY clubs in our district. And as on date, we have about 116 Paul Harris Society members and 17 endowment funds. We crossed 1 million in the year 2018-19 and consistently we have been growing, and last year we were able to cross the 2 million mark and we touched 2.17 million total contribution to the Rotary Foundation. Coming to the global grant projects, some of the popular global grant projects, big size ones are Hope After Fire, which is rehabilitation of fire victims, then Gift of Life surgeries for congenital heart diseases, and numerous dialysis centers and eye surgeries. Then we also provide artificial limbs through the global grant, cancer care, both prevention as well as treatment in the initial stages, then waste management, and last year we had one of the biggest CSR India grant emerging from our district from Martin Group of Companies. Lima Rose Martin, she is here for accident and other crime prevention. So we have installed CCTV cameras, integrated the whole thing, and it is being viewed live by the police authorities. So the entire city is being monitored in Coimbatore. So the total size of the project is about 15 crores in terms of Indian rupees, which is her contribution alone for this was about 850,000 US dollars. And last year, apart from the total contribution of $2.17 million, we were the second highest in Zone 5, fourth highest contributors in South Asia and India, and 11th highest contribution in the world. And with regard to the annual program fund and the polio fund, we were the highest in Zone 5. So this is the gist of our district and the foundation performance. Thank you.
And a movement of what money right now we have in the kitty. Now, Piravam Club has given 4,50,000 US dollars. They are planning to utilize it for providing critical medical equipment for cancer treatment. The assistant governors of District 3201, who I am calling them as the Knights of the Round Table of District 3201, they have come forward with 75,000 US dollars. It is there in the kitty. And the most wonderful and charming person with golden heart whom I call, the person with golden heart, Rotarian Lima Martin, has come forward with more than 2 crores and 50 lakhs for the endowment. Now, with all the contributions which I have now received and promises which I have received, which will be definitely executed, we have just crossed 1 million US dollars. 3 months, 8 months to go, I can give a guarantee that 1.5 million more will come certainly. So 2.5 million is a promise. So as a lawyer, Mark, when I make a promise, it's a promissory note. It will be definitely seen, it is executed and the money brought forth. And Angamali Greater has come forward with 1 lakh US dollars and for a very, very beautiful project, which I think I am very comfortable with all these people, those 2 plus 1, 3. They are people who know everything. Governors, all those people who are there in the anvil to become governors, please select your DRFCs and your advisors and your governors, assistants, and all those who will come and form your team. Those people who knows what they do not know, those people who know what they know. Success is there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Governor. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, DGs and DRFCs, for showing how the magic of Rotary happens through the programs of our foundation. We are greatly honored and privileged to have Trustee Vice Chair, Dr. Bharat Pandya in our midst. May we request past district
Trustee Chair Mark and Gay, Conclave Chair Sunil, and dear friends. It is this immense pride and pressure that I stand before you to welcome a real Rotary luminary, a proficient orator, a healthcare professional, and Rotary Foundation Trustee, Dr. Bharat. I'll brief this to 2 minutes time. Dr. Pandya joined Rotary in 1989 as charter member of the Rotary Club of Boriville His various achievements through Rotary Foundation grants include water and sanitation projects to the needy villages in India. He has served Rotary as learning facilitator, regional membership coordinator, Rotary International Director, Treasurer, and as Trustee Vice Chair in 2023-24. Dr. Pandya is a practicing laparoscopy surgeon, is a fellow of the International College of Surgeons, and on several boards, including the board of Jan Shikshan Sansthan, Vocational Training Institute sponsored by the Government of India. Dr. Pandya and his wife, Dr. Madhavi, a gynecologist, August gathering, one of the most distinguished Rotarians of the Rotary world, Foundation Trustee, Dr. Bharat Pandya.
Thank you. Thank you, Past Governor K.C. Philip, for that introduction. Thank you very much. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. Mark and Gay, you will agree with me that what a spectacular show this has been. You know, when I was talking to Sundar Vadivelu and Sunil Zakaria, and this program was being thought of at Kochi, they both promised me that we will do something outstanding. And you know, friends, Mark will agree with me that we started our visit with an event at Nepal on Sunday, where there were 10 districts participating and there were 375 people present. And today, Mark, there are 5 districts participating, but there are more than 750 people present. Friends, really outstanding and spectacular show by Sunil and team. Sunil, will you please come? Please rise, please rise. And the team of Sunil. Please, everybody, please rise, including the 5 governors. You are part of the team, friends. Friends, these people have really put their heart into it. Let's give them a very big round of applause for that spectacular show that they have put up, friends. And I think we would all be remiss in our duty if we really do not applaud the outstanding cultural programs presented by the ladies, the gracious ladies of Cochin and the Rotractors. Let's give them a round of applause, friends. So much effort has gone into their putting together this program. And let me tell you one thing, friends. Really, you all are lucky, we all are lucky that today we have our trustee chair, Mark and Gay, with us. And let me tell you why, friends. And I'm not saying this for the sake of saying it, because Mark and I have a long association of more than 17 years. Because Mark was the Rotary International President's representative at the conference when I was the district governor. And since then, our paths have crossed a number of times. And of course, not culminating, but one of the important parts was that he was the president of Rotary International when I was on the board of directors of Rotary International in my first year. And of course, now he is the trustee chair and I am the chair of the executive committee. So I can tell you this from my experience, that we are all very lucky that we have one of the most experienced, and I would go forward and be bold enough to say that the most knowledgeable Rotarian in the entire world today, friends, Mark and Gay, who are there with us. Let's welcome them with a big round of applause for their presence here, friends. Thank you, Mark, and thank you, Gay. So we just celebrated Onam, which is a celebration of the beginning of the harvest season, but equally importantly, it signifies the spirit of love, the spirit of joy, the spirit of sharing and caring. And a few weeks down the line, we are going to celebrate Diwali, which is the festival of lights, as you all know. And in between this, Gauri, is this foundation event. And this is, I believe that this is the festival of giving. Because the Rotary Foundation captures both these spirits, the spirit of caring and sharing, and the spirit of light, shining light into the dark corners of the world, giving light and hope to those people who are not as fortunate as all of us. So this is the perfect opportunity to have this Rotary Foundation event. You know, over the years, the Rotary Foundation for more than 100 years has touched lives and transformed communities. And that has been possible only because of the passion and dedication of Rotarians like all of you friends. In fact, I believe that Rotary Foundation is the very backbone of Rotary. And one of the backbones of Rotary Foundation in our part of the Rotary world, Mark, is Zone 5. As you must have heard Gauri say, that last year, Zone 5 governors and the foundation teams were able to raise more than 16 or 70% more higher as compared to, not only they were able to meet their goals, but they were able to little bit exceed their goals. So if the last year's governors are there, may I request the governors of last year, please rise, governors and DRFCs, please let's give the team of 23-24 a big round of applause for the great work that they did for the Rotary Foundation. Thank you very much, friends. Thank you very much. And you know, the Rotary Foundation is actually our window to the outside world. And if you look through the window, you will see the magic of global grants unfold. Whether it is upgradation of schools in a rural part of Gujarat, whether it is setting up an inauguration of that outstanding project that we just inaugurated, Mark just inaugurated, the dialysis center, Rotary Dialysis Center, providing critical equipments to the cardiac cath lab and cardiac operation monitor theatre, friends. And let me congratulate Jay Shankar and the two clubs, Cochin Central and Cochin Titans, for that outstanding project that they have today inaugurated. Let's give them a round of applause for that outstanding project. Whether it is cleft lip and cleft palate surgeries in Philippines, pediatric cardiac surgeries in Mumbai, or medical missions in Africa, truly, global grants unfold the magic of Rotary, and through the global grants, we can touch lives and transform communities, friends. And you've just heard the 5 governors, friends. After hearing them, I am very much certain that in the year 24-25, this touching lives and transforming communities through the outstanding work that is being done in this part of the world is going to continue. So may I request the 5 governors, will you please rise? The 5 governors, friends, for the leadership that they are providing and for the great work that they are going to do. Not what they have already done, but they are going to. Let's give them a round of applause to encourage them that they will continue to work for the Rotary Foundation, friends. And you know, of course, all of us are aware that of course the governors and the foundation teams are a very, very important component of the Rotary Foundation in all the zones. But an equally important component and equally big resource is our regional leaders. And may I request RFC Gauri and EMJ Madhav, EPNC Chinnadurai, and the ARFCs, whoever is there. Please rise. Please wait, friends. Please wait, friends. As I always say, friends, that these regional leaders are well trained. They are energetic, they are enthusiastic, they are eager to come and help you, they are a big resource for you, and they come for you free of cost. Please make utilization of their experience and expertise, and let's give the regional leaders a round of applause for the great work that they keep doing for Rotary, friends. Thank you very much for whatever you do for Rotary. And you know, friends, this magic of the global grants, this touching lives and transforming communities can only unfold if we support the Rotary Foundation. And why do we support the Rotary Foundation? Have you heard of a program which is known as the Program of Skill? This program is one grant of $2 million given every year, started in 2021. One grant, $2 million every year for a big impactful program. The first Program of Skill was awarded for malaria-free Zambia. Can you imagine the foundation's vision to try to eradicate a disease like malaria from an entire country? First Program of Skill, malaria-free Zambia. Second, mother and child health in Nigeria. Third, cervical cancer-free Egypt. Let me tell you something further. This first Program of Scale of $2 million was supported by the Gates Foundation and World Vision. And the initial results of 2 years evaluation shows that in those parts of Zambia where this program of skill is implemented fully, mortality and morbidity from malaria has come down significantly, in some cases as much as by 50%, friends. And the Gates Foundation was so much impressed and happy with this program that the Gates Foundation and World Vision together are now giving another $20 million. The Rotary Foundation is matching this by another $10 million. And therefore, this initial $2 million has now transformed into a $30 million program, Rotary Healthy Communities Challenge, to be implemented in 4 countries, Zambia, Nigeria, Mozambique, and Democratic Republic of Congo, to fight 3 diseases in children under 5, malaria, pneumonias, and diarrheal diseases in children under 5. Can you really imagine 2 million to 30 million friends? How does that happen? That happens only because of your support to the Rotary Foundation, friends, and that is why we give to the Rotary Foundation. We give to the Rotary Foundation because the work of the Rotary Foundation is not done by some hired help. The work of Rotary Foundation is done by Rotarians like all of you. It's Chinnadura, it's Chella, it's John. These are the people who go out in the field and do the work of the Rotary Foundation, friends. These are the people whom you can trust with your money, and that is why we give to the Rotary Foundation. We give to the Rotary Foundation because giving to the Rotary Foundation is truly, truly effective giving. 92% of the money that you give to the Rotary Foundation is used only for the purpose for which you are giving. You know, Gates has given more than $1.2 billion to polio. And I'm sure, Mark, you will probably remember that when he came to the 2009 International Assembly, Gates was asked why he kept on giving again and again to the Rotary Foundation. And he said the foundation's, Gates Foundation's philosophy is simple. We look at a program that we want to implement, adopt, and then we look for the organization which is head and shoulders in that program. And Gates said that we looked to work for children, we wanted to work for polio, and when it came to polio, there was no doubt in our mind that the only organization to work with was Rotary and Rotary Foundation, friends. And over the last 15-17 years, Gates Foundation has given more than $1.3 billion to polio, friends. Truly, truly effective giving to the Rotary Foundation, friends. The SRCC hospital in Mumbai was started in 1954-55, mainly aimed at offering corrective surgeries for pediatric deformities and visit the patients. And when we went there, Director Anirudh, we saw that on the cots the children were lying from 6 months to about 12-13 years old, and next to them was standing a parent, either the father or the mother, usually the mother. And as I went around from bed to bed, in the eyes of the parents, the mothers, I saw 2 emotions, anxiety and hope. Anxiety of whether that child will come out successfully from the surgery and will live a normal life, and hope that at last there is this organization, Rotary, which has come forward to offer a chance of life to the child by doing the costly surgery which they could not afford, friends. And in the last 6 years, this SRCC hospital has done 4,500 pediatric cardiac surgeries, out of which 4,200 pediatric cardiac surgeries are done with the help of Rotary Global Grants, friends. And that is why we give to the Rotary Foundation, friends. When you give to the Rotary Foundation, let me tell you, you will never know in which part of the world, which person will be benefited by what you give, friends. But one thing I can assure you, that the blessings of those people will come to you and your family again and again and again. So I am here today before you, on behalf of Chair Mark, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, not just to ask you to keep supporting the Rotary Foundation. Of course, I am asking you to keep supporting the Rotary Foundation, but equally importantly, if not more importantly, to thank each one of you. And I know there are some of you, there are the AKS members. It's not just the AKS members, but of course the AKS members, the major donors, the Paul Harris Society members, the Paul Harris sustaining members, anybody of you who has even given something to the Rotary Foundation, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I thank each one of you for your support to the Rotary Foundation. I hope that you will keep giving to the Rotary Foundation, you will keep investing in the Rotary Foundation, you will keep supporting the Rotary Foundation so that the foundation can continue to do good in the world, in your homes, in your communities, and around the world. Thank you very much, friends.
publicity. Energetic Margan Kali was by the hands of Parul. ARFC, past District Governor Jose.
Enterprise also span other business segments, including electrical motors and drives, healthcare, diagnostics, and pharmacies. Rohit Chaudhary joined Rotary as a charter member of his club in 1995. He has since served Rotary International as Rotary Public Image Coordinator, Assistant Rotary Coordinator, and Assistant Rotary Foundation Coordinator. He has also served on the Board of Trustees of the Eastern India Rotary Welfare Trust. Passionate about promoting literacy through Rotary, he is serving as a member of Executive Body of the Rotary India Literacy Mission. He has also helped lead Rotary Foundation global grant projects to train doctors in Lesotho in orthopedics and eye surgery. Rohit Chaudhary has been active in regional business organizations, including Bengal National Chamber of Commerce, the Federation of Small and Medium Industry, and Calcutta Chamber of Commerce, where he currently serves as a board member. Director Aniruddha is the convener of Rotary Institute to be held in Cochin this December this year, and I'm extremely happy to associate our director as the secretary of the Rotary Institute, along with past District Governor John Daniel as chair and past PDG Madhav as co-chair. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands and welcome Rotary International Director Aniruddha Roy Chaudhary. Thank you.
Good evening to all of you. Good evening. It's indeed a great pleasure, and I'm incredibly privileged to be a part of this program today. In fact, this is because of my friend Sunil. When I got an information that that this program is coming up on 24th, I was wondering that I must come to have a meeting in institute meeting I'm talking about at Kochi. But at the same time, I had already committed to 22nd at Kathmandu. But due to the connectivity issue, I said, let us merge it, my meeting of our institute and today's multi-district conclave of these 5 districts of Zone 5. Friends, as a director, I view in a different perspective. The first perspective is, in 2023-24, you all know, Zone 5 is considered the biggest and largest zone in the world.
Number one, please join your hands, with 50,000 members, the biggest and strongest zone in the world. And we have also, as for the foundation constitution is concerned, we have also had a great position that we have already learned about this by the governance. But the most important part is that we have consumed 3 months of this Rotary year. Just a blink of an eye, started 1st of July, and today is the threshold of the first, a threshold of the second quarter. Every day counts. And this is one of the reasons, my dear friends, you find our trustee chair, Mark and Gay, today in the visit of all the 4 zones of this subcontinent. You know why? Because the Mars means business. Mars means mission. Because mission is for not only for Mark, for everybody of this way. 2.25 by 2025. No, 2.05 by 2025. Which is not very far off, 9 months left. And we are short of almost 400 odd $1 million. Am I correct? Yeah. And if you go this, if you see this markers, which he has announced during the convention, the markers point number 5 is very clearly mentioned that you must create a team who can organize foundation meeting and foundation seminar that can mobilize $1 million. And each district, that's a clarion call for each district to organize, and you must have a formidable team for that. My dear friends, you all know that, Dr. Bharat has said, for a team, you must have to have a highly motivated team members. All the regional coordinators are present here. But at the same time, regional coordinators, you have to form the team in the district level. They should be highly trained also and ambitious. An object is very clear. The objectives of this team is very clear, that to create awareness about Rotary's endowment fund. I'm talking about only an endowment fund. But that is the name of the game of this year. Second one, the stewardship, showing that you are keeping a connections of your previous donor, because they should continue donating every year. And finally, solicit new donors and creating, informing them what's the benefit of that legacy fund. In the entire government, the solicitation is the key, my dear friend. As Albert Einstein said, and I quote, there is a 2 ways one can live in their life. The first one, though there is no miracle happens in the life. And the second one is the miracles happens in your life. The possibility is immense. Only thing is, we have to strike it in the right place, in the right moment. Friends, being a member of the Indian International Polio Plus Committee, or EPNC of Zone 5 mentioned about this, that this year has become a very serious note. The polio virus looming large, and we have already experienced 36 cases in Pakistan. And being also advisor of this ad hoc committee of National Polio Plus Committee of India,
we have seen and observed that how serious the matter is as of now to protect our own country from the wild polio virus, which is a deadly one. And for that, we need a lot of resources. It is not only the $1,500 per club, we have to mobilize more funds in order to meet the demand of the more demand to have a routine immunizations in every district level. For that, my only appeal to all of you is, please contribute to the polio fund. Of course, we will definitely look into the other also. But you have to ensure that this time we should not miss out $50 million which we have committed to build in Melinda Gates Foundation. It is only few $1 million more we have to do. And I'm sure that India can be a potential donor for polio this year. And at least there will be 20% growth in polio donation in 2024-25. Friends, this series of meetings will go on, and it gives me immense pleasure. The first quarter of this year already been assessed on membership. Zone 5 is doing extremely well in the membership, and also we have seen that how this, the contributions also getting ground in the first quarter from Zone 5. I'm sure last year we could not touch our goal just a bit. We have asked for $42 million, we end up around $39 million. And this year we have a $45 million. I'm sure this year we will touch around $50 million. I'm sure all the effort of the regional coordinator that is doing extremely well, and with their collective effort, and your governors who are present here, the 5 governors present here, and we have seen the kind of planning they have already had in mind, we will definitely surpass, and we will have a greater achievement as the contributions is concerned. Mark, I'm pretty sure your target will be met with, especially an endowment fund. I wish all of you a great success in your endeavor of all the governors. At the same time, Mr. Sunil, you said in your opening remark that Paul Harris, if I say something in Paul Harris, we can connect Paul Harris. You know that we want the Paul Harris in our Rotary Institute, which is coming up. Please give a message if you can come and join as a chief guest. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Aniruddha. That was wonderful. May I request past District Governor Baby Joseph with the enviable responsibility of accompanying our dashing Director-elect, fondly known as Triple M. For the first time in this part of the district as the Director-elect. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Triple M, and I request PDG Baby Joseph to introduce.
Esteemed leaders and friends in Rotary, indeed a great honor and privilege to introduce the incoming Rotary International Director from our zone, a chartered engineer with 3 decades of experience in supply chain management. He's a chairman of excellent group of companies engaged in diverse set of business and entrepreneurship, who has been chosen as the top 10 inspiring business leaders by a number of agencies. A passionate Rotarian who say yes to Rotary as his mantra and his guiding principles. He started his Rotary career at the age of 16 as a Rotary actor and chosen as the outstanding DRR worldwide. He excelled in all his activities and responsibilities which were entrusted with him. He became a major donor before he became a Rotarian. He was a charter president of a Rotary Club of Health City, Trichy, and chosen as the one of the youngest district governors of Rotary International District 3000. Accomplishments are a galore for him. During the year he served the district as a district governor, he started 99 Rotaract clubs, 250 Interact clubs, envisioning his dream about the youth. He is the first Arts Club Society member from Rotary International District 3000. He has served the organization in various capacities as the ARPIC, and every Rotary International officer recollects the Rotary Institutes in Chennai, Mahabs, to which he was the chairman of the Rotary Institute at that time. Awards and accomplishments follow him. He is conferred with the Meritorious Leadership Award and the prestigious Service Above Self-Citation by Rotary International. Happily married to Sumati, blessed with a son and a daughter, he is none other than Rotary International incoming director from the zone, M. Muruganandam, who is popularly known as Triple M. Over to you, sir, Triple M.
Thank you, Advocate David Joseph, and the excellent MC by my governors, Dina and Dr. G. Can you all give a round of applause to our MC? Enniye mududal vendum, nallave enal vendum. Meaning, let all thoughts be accomplished and only goodness be thought of. By putting it in simple terms, be good and do good. From the revolutionary poet Mahabharati from Tamil Nadu. TRF Trustee Chair Mark, TRF Vice Chairman and Dr. Bharat Pandya, Director Aniruddha Chaudhary, my Director Son of Soil, Past Director Bhaskar Chukalingam, the Conclave Chairman, Brother in Rotary Zul Zakaria, Secretary Vijay Kumar, Treasurer Jules Chako, the host districts, the 5 years, start from Sundar Vadivelu, Suresh Babu, Santosh Shidhar, Sridhar Jawar, Miran Khan Salim, and Council of Governors, my dear fellow Rotarians and adults. Good evening. It gives a pride and privilege to be here in this August gathering. My heartfelt appreciation to the organizing team. Let's all give a round of applause to the entire team once again. The trustee chair Mark says, the TRF is one of the best options to pass down your legacy to the good in the world. I second his word. As a young age, at the age of 18 or 19, I started giving 100 rupee, or I would say $100, the Rotary Foundation sustaining member. I became a major donor even before becoming a What happened after becoming an AKS member? I thought of slowing down my contribution towards Rotary Foundation. I've decided to give it to my own other verticals. I've been associated with a different association. One day, I was invited by my own home club president, Del City, Trishapalli, nearby Government Hospital, Manapari, just 50 kilometers away from Trishapalli. This particular village was connected to the 80 small remote villages. The hospital name called Government Hospital, Manapari. There is no ICU facility and better facility in the neonatal ward. My president has executed one project. An average of every month, 300 to 400 births happened in the same hospital. Ever since the project started, what happened? Last 36 months, almost the project has saved more than 1,422 kids, this newborn babies. I saw the magic of Rotary in my own eyes. Then I decided to start consistently. I believe the consistent giving is real giving. Today, from 2.5 million, $2.5 lakh to today I'm standing before you is a $4 lakh. In fact, I thought I want to move on to even $5 lakh also if possible within a year or two. Friends, 25-27, that's the most important area. In 2019-20, India contribution was only 20.5 million US dollar. In a span of 5 years, today we are in $30 million. The next 2 years, we are all set to work along with the Trustee Bharat, along with the RRFC Gauri and EMJ Madhav. The plan lead, and in fact we have John Daniel, and EMJ Madhav and EMJ elect Karthikeyan, EPNC Chinnaduri Abdullah, EPNC elect Muthu. I'm going to give 2 goals, or I would say objective in this year 25-27. Number 1 is that we want to pronounce all the districts as $1 million district. Can I get a yes or no? Yes or no? So far the district which have never touched $1 million, we want to push and work along with them, see to that we want to achieve $1 million district. Number 2, to convert $1 million district to a multi-million-dollar district in the years to come. And here, maybe Bharat will be happy. In the 2 years' time, we like to push minimum of the 50 endowments and minimum of 50 AKs in the year 25-27. Friends, there's one club. Please also appreciate it. 50 AKs is not that easy. Friends, make commitment and keep commitment, that's important. Having said this, ladies and Rotarians, I have happy news to you today. Yes, one gentleman from my own home district. I announced that we have a new AKS member from my home district 3000. A seasoned leader in Rotary, the son of our soil. When he served as a Rotary coordinator, the 35% membership in growth. He led the initiative publishing the Rotary News magazine in Tamil too. He chaired the unforgettable institute Sail to Serve. Ladies and gentlemen, please appreciate the new AKS member, past RA Director, Bhaskar Shukaling. So can we stand and give a round of applause? On a happy note, once again, I appreciate the entire RNC team once again and express my thanks for all your job that you've done so far. Let's keep giving and let's say yes to Rotary and yes to TRF. Thank you very much. See you in 25-27. Thank you.
Director-elect Muruga has not counted me in that 50. That Prati must know because I come in this year, right? EMG, I think Madhav should know. Anyway, friends, it was a great vision what Director-elect Muruganandam just, said it to you, and all the best to you, Muruga. I just want to have a small memories of the Rotary life, what I have come in the last 30-40 years. 2000-2001, I was the governor of my district. In fact, Rotary Foundation seminar everybody conducts. And I invited the presidents that you should bring in large number of Rotarians to the Rotary Foundation seminar. And we have to make it as a grand success. And most of the presidents club presidents were very hesitant to commit the numbers. When I asked them, they were saying, sir, this is the seminar which Rotarians don't want to come. The reason behind, if you come, then you ask us to commit, what are you going to give to Rotary Foundation? So, we don't want to get embarrassed, in the middle of people. That, we are not saying anything, you are not committing big amount. And that time I realized that, asking to Rotarian for contributing Rotary Foundation, also an art, not many people know, but I didn't know about it. Then I guaranteed everyone that don't worry, Rotary Foundation seminar will be a seminar where you will understand what the foundation programs are and how the money what you donate is being utilized. So that was the status in 2000-2001. Rotarians hesitant to attend the foundation seminar. 25 years gone, today 2024, I really applaud my dear friend Sunil for drawing 750 people without any follow-up. This shows there is a change happening in Indian Rotary. That's number one. Number two, In 2001, when I was the governor, with all that efforts what I put in, I could able to raise $104,000. That was the first time the district crossed $100,000. And today, after Muruganandam set the record of crossing $1 million in 2016-17, last year, Chair Mark, our district did 1.3 million, and this year they are expecting $1.5 million. So how people have changed, how this country is progressing, how Rotarians are coming forward to give money without a sort of any force or any compulsion on them, and how the projects, coming to the projects, those days, we used to do 3H projects. For $100,000 used to be a very big project. Today, programs of scale, Rotary Foundation does $2 million. Look at the growth, what is happening in India. Look at the growth, what is happening internationally. How the Rotary Foundation has not only growing, but bringing in the change across the communities, across the world. Friends, we must congratulate and compliment each one of the Rotarians, 1.2 million Rotarians who have been consistently working and consistently giving and supporting Rotary Foundation at this moment by a great round of applause. And let us continue to give and support the Rotary Foundation. And I agree with Trustee Bharat. Trustee Chair Mark is known as the encyclopedia of Rotary. Am I right? He's known as, and today we are all here fortunate to listen to him. The words of wisdom, what is about Rotary and Rotary Foundation, and what is the plans of Rotary Foundation, we are going to hear from him. And once again, I congratulate Sunil and the team of the governors who have made this occasion possible, not only possible, but made it very successful, especially with the wonderful Rotary ants. It gave that wonderful entertainment performance. Once again, let's give them a round of applause for the wonderful, performance what they gave. And thank you very much. Wish you all success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, past RI Director and the newest AKS member, the man who walks the talk. The Festival of Onam is one of Kerala's most celebrated and culturally significant events, marking the annual return of the mythical king Mahabali. According to legend, Mahabali was a wise and generous ruler under whose reign Kerala experienced a golden era of peace, prosperity, and equality. Onam commemorates his return from the netherworld, symbolizing the enduring connection between the people of Kerala, I can hear him, and their beloved king. It is a time of joy.
Hello.
Hello.
Mark Maloney. Happy to meet you. I was waiting for you this whole 1 week because after the harvest festival, I supposed to leave this kingdom. So my Prime Minister Sunil Zakaria asked me to stay back because Mark Maloney is coming. So I'm so happy. But I heard that you will be here for few hours, then you are leaving. That is, for us, it is quite disappointing. But
it's disappointing for
Yeah, that is true. Because since you are our guest in our culture, Aditi Devo Bhava. So we treat guests as gods.
Whoa.
Yes, this is our culture. So I somehow made a presentation of my kingdom here on the screen. So you may have a watch and decide next time you will come and stay one more week here.
I will do that.
But
Thank you so much.
madam, you should join him next time when he is coming. And we are very much pleased. ആരോടെ നമ്മുടെ രാജകൊട്ടാരത്തിലെ ആളുകളോട് നമ്മുടെ രാജ്യത്തിന്റെ മനോഹാരിത ഇവിടെ കാണിക്കാൻ പറയും. നായക് മനോണി അത് കാണട്ടെ.
Dear friends, it's a great moment for District 3203 in the presence of our Trustee Chair Mark Maloney, Trustee Dr. Bharat Pandya, RI Director Anirudh Raj Chaudhary, Incoming Director Muruganathan, and all our batch governors. The magic of Rotary is happening here. Friends, I'd like to recognize our DRFC, Rotarian Shanmuga Satish, who has done an excellent job this year. Let's all congratulate him, my dear friends. 3203, we'd like to honor our senior most past district governor, Rotarian Dr. George Sundaraj, for his endowment funds. Dr. George, please come on stage. George is not only a past district governor, but he is also an encyclopedia of Rotary and Rotary Leadership Institute. He is doing great service. Thank you, Dr. George. And in Dr. Priscilla's name, his beloved spouse, who is no more, Dr. George has given this endowment fund, and I'd like to thank from all the Rotarians of our district. Thank you. Next, we call upon Mr. Rotarian Arul Selvam and Manjula Arul Selvam. He has been a doyen governor-elect, AKS B. Dhanashekhar. Welcome, DG. It's a great moment for us. A vibrant leader who's been pushing us, and he'll do wonders in this period next year. District Governor-elect, AKS B. Dhanashekhar. Next, we would like to call our past district governor, Rotarian Arul Jyoti Karthikeyan. He's a prospective AKS for us. AKS Arul Jyoti Karthikeyan. Jayaraman has been a pillar of support for our district 3203, and his service will continue. Next, we call upon Rotarian Professor. Thank you, dear friends. Thank you, Trustee Chair Mark and Trustee Dr. Bharat Pandya.
I'd like to call upon our Assistant Governor, Gangadhar Iyer, for the major donor contribution. Gangadhar Iyer, please come to the stage. Next, I will call upon Assistant Governor Joseph, being the major donor. Thank you, Joseph. I'd like to call upon our Assistant Governor Reggie John for the major donor contribution. Thank you, Reggie John, for your contributions. I would like to call upon the President. I would like to call upon the District Secretary General, Reno Joseph Gomez, for the major. We have our district. Thank you for your contribution, sir. Thank you, John, sir. Our district governor-elect, Tina Anthony, has been a major donor. Our past district governor, Babu Mohan. Thank you, sir. None other than our DRFC, Dr. Thomas Wamane-Kunnil. Our past Assistant Governor Suzanne Kushi for the major. Thank you very much.
So let us not forget the Governor Sudhir Jabbar, who himself is a case member. Thank you so much, man. Come.
Thank you.
For the endowment fund.
Already 58 Rotarians committed major donors and the 3 AKs. Today I call only 3 AKs. First I call upon my mentor, the mentor of Rotary Foundation, Rotarian VR Muthu, AKs VR Muthu, please answer the stage. This year, AKs committed 3 AKs. I invite 3 major donors. The valuable of time, I will invite 3 major donors. Please come there. Rotarian George Joseph. Rotarian George Joseph. George Joseph, please come in. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Governor.
Sir, in the presence of King Mahabali, the land of abundance, luck has brought me a lot to District 3201 that I could serve the Rotary Foundation in the best manner possible. Now, we have a very, very, very lovely person with a golden heart. Whenever we ask for Rotary Foundation, she contributes. Now, we would love to give a citation to her. The citation reads as follows, sir. Madam Lima, please come to the dais. Your gracious presence and your we here in Rotary, when we unveil the magic of Rotary, in great appreciation and recognition to Rotarian AKRFC Lima Rose Martin for her remarkable philanthropic contribution to the Rotary Foundation. Now we have written some words, some letters, and it is only in appreciation of what she is all about. Some women are made of steel, stones, tears, dust, bones, and scars. Others are made of books, music, rainfall, stardust, moonlight, flowers, daydreams, and wild adventures. The rare ones are made of both, and you are that one. You are that rare woman, an incredible woman. She has contributed 1.2. I would love to receive it immediately. Very good. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I think we come to the end of this session. Thank you very much. May I request
Mark Daniel Melanie is a principal of the law firm of Blackburn's Melody and Schubert LLC, specializing in estate planning, taxation, and agricultural law. Agricultural law possibly because of the fact that his father, who was an Irish immigrant to the United States of America, owned not 100, not 200, but 2,700 acres of agricultural land. He has served as the president of the American Bar Association's Committee on Agriculture in the section of taxation. He is a member of the American Bar Association, a member of the Alabama Bar Association, member of the Alabama Royal Legal Institute, and a past president of the Morgan County Bar Association. He has been very active in his religious community in Decatur, chairing his church's finance council and a local Catholic school board. He also has served as the president of the foundation, community foundation of Greater Decatur, and a chair of the Morgan County Meals on Wheels, which is a program meant for nutrition program for senior citizens, and also as a director of the Greater Decatur Chamber of Commerce. He served as the RI president in 2019-20. You're all aware of his theme, which he gave to the world, Rotary Connects the World. His was the first convention which was virtual in the period of the COVID-19 pandemic. To grow Rotary in membership was his number one priority as a RI president. At the age of 25, he became a Rotarian in 1980 and went on to serve as the RI director, foundation trustee, trustee vice chair, and aide to the 2003-04 RI president, late Jonathan Majiagbe, the first African president from the continent of Africa. Referring to Maloney's once, Majiagbe remarked, "They are my family in Decatur." He has also participated in the Council on Legislation as chair, vice chair, parliamentarian, and trader. He was an advisor to the 2004 Osaka Convention Committee and chaired the 2014 Sydney Convention Committee, and also served as the chair of the Rotary International's Operation Review Committee 4 times. His wife, Gay, who is with us this evening, is an attorney in the same legal firm and a member and past president of the Rotary Club of Decatur Daybreak, Alabama, USA. Somebody asked her once, "How come that you are not a member of your husband's Rotary Club?" You know what she answered? She said, "There is no Rotary Club in the world that is big enough for both of us." That's gay. How I wish I had the time to share with you the beautiful love story of this amazing couple. I don't have the time, unfortunately. Both support the Rotary Foundation as Paul Harris Fellows, major donors, and Bigfoot Society members. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mark Daniel Maloney from the Rotary Club of Decatur, Alabama, United States of America.
I think, second only to His Royal Highness, that was the greatest performance that I've seen. He stood up here and gave my entire life history without a note in front of him. He figured out what Meals on Wheels is. And I mean, that's incredible. Thank you very much for that introduction. That is fabulous. That is fabulous. It is, Your Royal Highness, with your permission. You laugh. I'm not going to get in trouble with royalty. Your Royal Highness, before I begin, I appreciated the scenes of Kerala that we are not seeing today, but that hopefully we will see in the future. And I particularly look forward to seeing Gay going down that zip line. That will be quite a show. Gay and I are so delighted, are thrilled to be here at this Rotary Foundation multi-district conclave here in Cochin. We are just delighted to be here today, and we appreciate your warm hospitality. Now, you need to clap every once in a while so I can make sure that there are still people out there, because with these lights, the only person I can see is His Royal Highness. So I'm going to steal a couple of lines from Trustee Bharat. And I think we need to give a tremendous recognition to the chair, Sunil Zakaria, and all of the members of the organizing committee for this conclave. You know, I have the tremendous honor and privilege to serve as a trustee of the Rotary Foundation, along with maybe the second most knowledgeable Rotarian in the world, Bharat Pandya. I'll accept that I'm the encyclopedia. I don't think it's true, but it makes me feel good. But Trustee Bharat and the leadership of Rotary here in India have done tremendous things in support of the Rotary Foundation. You know, Bharat and I, as he mentioned, go back 17 years to January 2007, when Gay and I represented Rotary International President Bill Boyd at his district conference in Mumbai, back when 3140, and the fabulous speeches that were presented, the world-class, the politicians that were there, the beauty queens that were there. But what I remember most about that district conference is that Bharat opened each session, and at each session, he took out his mobile phone and said, "Please silence your mobile phone." And at one of the sessions, he put the phone back into his pocket and it immediately rang. I'm still trying to figure that out, whether he forgot to silence his phone or whether that was intentional and he planted somebody in the audience to ring his number as an example. But Bharat and I have had the opportunity to serve together on numerous occasions. When I was the chair of the Sydney Convention Committee, Bharat was a member of the Promotions Committee. And when I was president of Rotary International, Bharat served as one of the directors of Rotary International. And you know, it is, Shaju Peter mentioned my theme, Rotary connects the world. And here I am, here Gay and I are, attorneys from Alabama, USA, a small city of less than 60,000 people. And we are connected to Bharat and his wife Madhvi, both physicians, here in Mumbai, India. Where else in Rotary, where else in the world, other than Rotary, would you have these connections? And the tremendous work that is being done. We have felicitated many major donors, many AKS members, many contributors to the endowment fund, and others here on this stage just a few moments ago. And Pastor Esther Basker talked about the growth in contributions in his own district from the time when he was governor in 2000, 2001 till today. And last year, as has been alluded to, under the leadership of the district governors and the regional leadership team with, let me make sure I get all this right, I don't have Shaju's memory here, the RRFC Gauri Rajan, the EMGA Madhav Chandran, and the EPNC Abdullah, the last name's Abdullah. There were contributions totaling $32 million US dollars. Now, do I have my Indian mathematics right? That's 3.2 crore dollars? All right, see, I'm almost an Indian. And that is phenomenal. And India was ranked number 2 in giving to the Rotary Foundation. So I thank all of the district governors, the governors who are the immediate past district governors who helped make that possible, plus our regional leaders. Please be upstanding. Please be upstanding. Give them a big round of applause. Now, because I am who I am, I need to recognize 2 other groups before I get into the main part of my address. Would all of the Aloha governors, the 2019-2020 governors who happen to be here, and there may not be many, but if you are here, please stand. Anish was here earlier. Anyway, Madhav is here. And there was one here on stage just a moment ago. Yes. Oh, here he is, over here. See, I can't see standing right under the line. Great to be with the family of Rotary here in Kochi today. You know, the strengths of Rotary, especially our incredible 1.3 million members, make the Rotary Foundation powerful. And the Rotary Foundation helps us achieve magic together. With Rotary and the Rotary Foundation working together, we are a remarkable organization. In the words of our president, Stephanie Yurchik, we are a magical organization. An organization that brings our hopes and dreams to life. We as Rotary members do good in the world through the Rotary Foundation. Now, you know, Shaju mentioned I joined Rotary at age 30. At 25, I'm sorry. 30 is the next part. Thank you. I don't even know my own biography. But none of this was known to Gay and me when we made the journey from Decatur, Alabama to Kansas City, Missouri in late May 1985 for our first Rotary International Convention. At that time, I was the incoming president of my Rotary Club, and I had reached the ripe old age of 30 just 2 weeks before. Walking among Rotarians from around the world, including some who outwardly seemed so different than me, but who held the same hopes and desires, I became enchanted with the magic of Rotary. You know, during the 5th plenary session of that convention, I was particularly inspired by the address of Dr. Albert Sabin, the creator of the oral polio vaccine, who talked about the need to vaccinate all the world's children and the thunderous support for that goal expressed by Rotary members. Thank you very much. See, you've got me cheering for all these major donors and everything, and now I'm going hoarse. That moment, 39 years ago, was at the dawn of Polio Plus. It was a significant milestone in Rotary's organization-defining commitment to the world's children. And then during the subsequent year, my year as club president, we enthusiastically received a group study exchange team from Western Nigeria. In response to our warm welcome, I was selected to lead the team from our district returning to Nigeria the following year. Among, and this is hard to believe, among the 7 families who welcomed me into their homes, 2 of those families had children with polio. I came to realize that polio reaches its victims across borders, across economies, and across religions. Since that exposure to the victims of polio, I have witnessed firsthand the incredible work of Rotary members and health workers ensuring that this terrible disease will soon be finished forever. Rotary has allowed me to have these amazing experiences that just go well beyond seeing the world to experiencing the world. Gay and I have met Rotary members from all walks of life, each actively participating in making the world better. If you had a magic wand and you could magically cause us to address the challenges in your community or within the world, where would you point that wand? Would you expand contributions to eradicate polio? Would you invest in peace builders in a world raging with unrest? Would you provide sustainable systems for clean water and sanitation where there are none? Would you provide dialysis equipment for a public hospital in need of that for the less fortunate in your community? Would you aspire to support those rebuilding their lives after a natural disaster? You know, in Rotary, we all have access to a magic wand. Through the Rotary Foundation, we can decide what challenge it is that we will face in the globe today. You know, Gay and I have had the opportunity to see Rotary's magic wands in action. And perhaps the most moving occasion was when Gay and I visited Hanoi, Vietnam in December 2019. December 2019. We haven't even heard about COVID yet, but within 30 days, we knew about it. But we were there joining Rotarians from Korea and from Southern California who are participating as a vocational training team with Operation Smile to correct cleft lip and cleft palate issues, deformities in young children. And you know, this organization that we were partnering with, that Rotary was partnering with, they know how to tug the heartstrings. So they paired Gay and me with a young girl, 5 months old, whose name is Pink, whose name in English is Pink. Pink, as I said, was 5 months old. She had come with her family on an overnight bus, on a bus overnight from a small village up further north in Vietnam towards the Chinese border. Her family was not ethnic Vietnamese, but they were a member of the minority Hmong community. Pink was accompanied by her father and her mother's sister. And you may think, well, where was the mother? Why wasn't the mother there? Well, the father and the mother had a fish shop as a business back in their community. And they were catering a wedding over those days. And somebody had to stay back to take care of the wedding. I suspect mother was a better fish cook than father. And so we got to interact with Pink and her father. And we accompanied her through the registration process, through the evaluation process. And not everyone who comes to these camps is selected for surgery. But I guess when you're the baby girl who is assigned to the president of Rotary International, it's pretty sure you're going to have the surgery. And so I got to carry Pink into the operating theater. I watched the entire surgery without fainting. And at the end of the surgery, and this was the correction of the lip, the palate would come later, I got to carry Pink and place her into the arms of her father. Her father, loving father that he is, proceeded to sing a lullaby to Pink. And that lullaby was not in Vietnamese. It was not in the Hmong language. It was in French. And of course, you remember in history that Vietnam was a French colony known as French Indochina. And here this father was singing a lullaby that Gay and I knew in French, and we were able to sing along. On that day, Rotary changed Pink's life. Rotary changed Pink's life. It was going to be a two-stage process with the correction of her cleft palate, but she no longer had that outward deformity that would, through her childhood, if she continued to have it, would cause her to be discriminated against, cause her to be teased. But you know what? Rotary changed Gay's and my lives that day as well. Because here, this young father, and he was no more than 25 years old, this young father, in gratitude for what we had done, a Buddhist young man came up to us, to each of us, and made the Christian sign of the cross on our forehead. What a moving experience for us. So we have the opportunity to wave magic wands, to undertake projects, and to change people's lives like we've changed Pink's life. But you know, these magic wands have one weakness. They are all coin operated. None of them will work unless you put in the time, attention, and resources into making them work now and in the future. So, we've heard some comments today. Let us focus on how to do that. The trustees of the Rotary Foundation have set an ambitious fundraising goal of $500 million for 2024-2025. Excuse me. As a team, all of us will work together and achieve this goal. And, as has been mentioned by Aruja and by Madhav, we will reach our endowment goal of $2.025 billion by 2025. You know, I think it was Madhav who said, when that goal was established in 2017, that was a nice goal, but that was a long time away, 2025. Well, 2025 is upon us, and guess who the chair is? So we've got work to do. And we are approaching that goal. We are a little bit closer than Aruda mentioned. We're about $250, $260 million away. Maybe we can make up half of that in this room today, you think? Well, maybe not. But to assist in reaching these goals, I encourage every one of you to take several important steps, which I am calling Mark's Magical Markers. And number one, I ask you to lead by example by making a contribution to the annual fund. And if you've not already done it, just pull out your phone and go to Rotary.org, my Rotary, and make that contribution today. And I ask you to make a contribution to the endowment fund by the end of December. Your personal commitment among these leaders in these 5 districts will set the stage for your district's commitment to the foundation. A second magical marker, as has been mentioned by our EPNC, is to contribute to your district's Polio Plus Society with a minimum contribution of $100 and a commitment to continue that until polio is eradicated. And if your district doesn't have a Polio Plus Society, let's get one started. Another one of Mark's magical markers is to raise awareness of the Paul Harris Society and to increase the number of individuals who make an annual commitment to support the foundation of $1,000 per year. And finally, as Anaruja mentioned, the last of Mark's magical markers is to organize a team and host some sort of legacy event with a minimum goal of $1 million in support of the endowment fund. And if every district does that, even if they're not all successful in achieving that $1 million goal, I am confident that we will celebrate in Calgary that we have achieved $2.025 billion. You know, you may say, fine, that's all well and good. Mark's the chair of the trustees, he has to say these things. But I'm not asking you to do anything that Gay and I have not done. Gay and I are both members of the Polio Plus Society. Gay and I are both Paul Harris Society members. Gay and I have just established and funded an endowed fund in support of the environment. And Gay and I, just this last February, were the chairs of such a $1 million dinner legacy event. If we can do it, you can do it too. Let me tell you one last story. Gay and I had the unique opportunity to visit with the family of Dr. John Sever. Dr. John Sever was governor of the Rotary District that includes Washington, D.C. many years ago, and was an infectious disease specialist at the National Institutes for Health in Washington, D.C. He was a member of the International Polio Plus Committee from the time it was formed till the time he died in April of this year. And we had the opportunity to recognize his family at that time. But in preparing for that recognition event, I did a little research. And you know, how did polio eradication become Rotary's main focus? It began with one man, with Clem Renouf, the Rotary International president in 1978-79. He had visited, as president, he visited impoverished areas of the world, and he said, we need to do something big to help these people. We need to do something where we're not just working around the edges with matching grants as we had at that time. And so he thought, we need to do something big. And when he was on an airplane, he read an article about how smallpox had been eradicated for 100 million US dollars, at a cost of 100 million US dollars. And he said, Rotary needs to eradicate a disease. So, that Dr. John Sever I mentioned, he was a governor that year. And Clem Renouf asked John Sever, what disease could Rotary eradicate? And John Sever wrote a famous 2-page letter in which he listed 3 diseases. The first one was polio. The second one was diphtheria and whooping cough, and I can never remember the second one. And the third one was measles, but he preferred polio. So here was a man with a great deal of expertise recommending polio be that disease. Then we had the president of Rotary International in the early 1980s, Stan McCaffrey from California. Rotary had just celebrated its 75th anniversary in 1980, and he was looking forward to how Rotary would celebrate its centennial in 2005. And so he formed a committee. We're really good at forming committees in Rotary. And he formed a committee, and that committee recommended that we eradicate a disease. Then we come to Dr. Carlos Canseco, the president of Rotary International in 1984-85. And Carlos Canseco was friends with Albert Sabin, who I mentioned a few minutes ago in my remarks. And Dr. Albert Sabin convinced Rotary, and Dr. Canseco did not need much convincing, that Rotary would immunize all the children of the world against polio. And at that convention that we were at in Kansas City, Missouri, it was announced that we were going to raise $120 million. And we did, and we doubled it. And then, with that money in hand, Rotary went to the World Health Organization and said, we think you need to eradicate polio. The Director General of the WHO was not really interested. He was focused on other health issues. But when you come with the money, you get some attention. And of course, in 1988, the World Health Assembly approved the eradication of polio. Why do I tell you this story? I tell you this story because it emphasizes the power of one person. If it had not been for Clem Renouf, we'd still be doing little matching grants, and we would not have had 3H grants and now global grants and programs of scale grants. And we would not be thinking about eradicating a disease. If it had not been for John Sever, we might be working on diphtheria. If it had not been for Stan McCaffrey, Rotary might not even be trying to eradicate any disease. And if it had not been for Carlos Canseco, Rotary would not have undertaken the fundraising campaign and begun the advocacy to make polio eradication possible. Each one of those individuals was pivotal to what we are doing in Rotary today, 40 years later. You have the opportunity to be that one Rotarian. You have through our Rotary Foundation, you have the opportunity to support our Rotary Foundation to make sure that Rotary will connect the world, do good in the world, and that we will show the magic of Rotary to everyone. Thank you very much.
For telling us about the magic wand that we all have to make an impact in other people's lives through our foundation. Thank you for your presence and for sharing your stories. Thank you so much.
I'm N.K. Gopinath, a past president of YOR from the Rotary Club of Madras. I was president 20 years ago. And with me is Ravi, who was the immediate past president of the Rotary Club of Madras. We are proud to share. We were chartered on July 19, 1929, and our leaders then had the foresight to extend parent, the father, great-grandfather, great-grandfather club of all the clubs in South India. There are about 4,600 odd clubs in India, out of which 49% or thereabouts are in South India, and which means about 2,300 clubs. And we are, as I said, the first club in South India. And it is we are here, both here, to kind of make an announcement, an initial announcement, that we will be celebrating our centennial in less than 4 years. And we don't want this to be a centennial only for the Rotary Club of Madras. It is in fact a centennial for the whole of South India. And we would like to involve all the districts of South India, of which I think there are about 24. Here you have 5, tomorrow in Madurai there are 5 more. In Chennai itself we have two districts. And then in Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh, I think about another 12. So we would like to involve everyone. Unfortunately, we will not be able to involve all the clubs, but at least the district, the governors at that stage, whoever they are. And we would like to and that's why we are here. Just to give you an example, we started the Rotary Club of Bangalore in 1934, which is Karnataka. The Rotary Club of Cochin, whose members are here, in 1937, which is Kerala. And 3 clubs in Andhra Pradesh in the 40s. And that's how it all extended into 2,300 clubs in South India. Now, as I said, this message serves as an advance notice. We will come back to you with more details as and when. I'm sorry, I should have flipped that a little. And that's what it is. We were the first club. Actually, it's the 19th of July. It is not on the 1st of July 2028 is the beginning of our centennial year.
Yeah.
All the artists, take your final bow for that splendid, absolutely mesmerizing performances that we have witnessed today. Thank you, that was simply wonderful. And all with the blessings of Mahabali too.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Rotary Club of Cochin leading the pack, the hands of Rotary Club of Cochin. Of course, we had contributions from Cochin Uptown, Cochin City, Parur, and of course the Rotaract Club of Loris, sponsored by Rotary Club of Cochin Titans. Great effort. Please give them a big round of applause. May I request Conclave Chair Sunil Zakaria, Trustee Chair Mark Maloney, accompanied by His Gracious Aunt Gay Maloney. Indeed, a very special moment. Thank you.
I also asked the trustee vice chair to please join them just for the photo op. Just Rotary Director Aniruddha.
Photo.
Yes, RRFC.
Friends, in front of the Rotary Foundation chair and the vice chair, our Rotary past president, Dr. Lima Rose Martin, is going to make a happy announcement. She just told me now. She will make her son, Charles Martin, as a charter president in Coimbatore shortly. Within the next 1 month, they are going to start the club there. And she will make her son as the first charter president as an AKS member. So, congratulations, Rotarian AKS Dr. Lima Rose Martin and Mr. Rotarian Martin for announcing that they will make their son a charter president with AKS. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bhaskar and Pillai, if you are here, would you kindly come over?
Please.
Lima. And to you, Mark, we would like to present a special book written by Bhaskar and Pillai. It is the 8th edition of this book. May I ask Mr. Bhaskar and Pillai to present it to you?
Thank you so much. I believe I have.
Mark says he is already in earlier edition of the book. I would like to also recognize Karthik Chandrasekhar of Cochin Beach side. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Gay.
And finally, a cart full of goodies for the
District Governor Shaju Peter to present a memento to Director Aniruddha Roy Chowdhury. The conclave chair will continue to honor the dignitaries, to RRFC Gauri Rajan, to Endowment and Major Gift Advisor,
eminent leaders, my dear fellow Rotarians, aunts and aunts and friends. Today we have the great opportunity to host this multi-district conclave as a joint initiative of 5 districts in the eminent presence of RI past President and Chairman of Rotary Foundation, Rotary Mark Malani, along with Rotary luminaries from various districts from all over the country and listening to Rotary Mark Malani today has kindled a fresh spark in all of us that has further fueled the spirit of philanthropism already inherent in every Rotarian, elevating the spirit to a higher level to give more and more to the Rotary Foundation. On behalf of all the Rotarians of all the districts of today's nation, I am privileged to extend our warmest gratitude to Mark and his gracious and Gail Melody. Dr. Bharat Pandya, TRF Trustee and Vice Chair, a man can be best be described as an exceptional source of inspirational energy, has come here to speak to us and energize every one of us with the spirit of giving to the Rotary Foundation. On behalf of all the most districts, I thank Dr. Bharat Pandya for coming here and to be with us. Special thanks are also due to Rotary Anita Chowdhury, RI Director, for coming here to spend time with us and inspire us with his words. I would also like to extend a heartfelt thanks to incoming RI Director Dr. Muruganathan and past RI Director C. Bas. It is also due to RRFC Rotarian Gavi Rajan, EMJ Rotarian Madhav Chandran, and ENPC Rotary Chandran Abdullah for their presence. All the district governors, district governor elects, district governor nominees, past district governors, and DRFCs who have graced this event with their presence. On behalf of the organization team, I thank each and every one of you. I would also like to thank Rotary News Editor Prashanda Bhagat and the delegates from Chennai, Sri Lanka and Mysore for being here with us. Our inner members, Rotarians and Rotaractors deserve our special appreciation for the commendable efforts they put into organize and present the various cultural programs we witnessed this evening. Thank you for making this evening a truly enjoyable one. Special thanks are due to Mahabali, Jatavati, who has come from Pavantalam to specially bless this event. Thank you, Jatavati, once again. I will be amiss in my duty if I don't appreciate and thank our event chair, past Governor Sunil Zakaria, for his committed efforts in handling the initiative to organize this event, today's function. Thanks are also due to all the members of the organizing committee for their support, coordination, and deep involvement for making this function a very successful one. Our sponsors, Muthoot Finance, Sindai Group, Federal Bank, and Martin Group of companies deserve a special note of gratitude and appreciation for their valuable support. I must also thank the management, hotel, Limerity for the support and excellent arrangement. I wish you all a very good evening. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Nayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Uttara Vanga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchala Jaladhi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha Ashish Mange Gahe Tava Jaya Gada Jaya Gana Mangala Dayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Jaya He Jaya He जय हे जय 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 हे
May I request the conclave chair?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the honor to close this multi-district Rotary Foundation conclave, and the 5 governors together will close it. Please, all of you join for fellowship and dinner. Thank you very much.